Hello fellow Bears fans, welcome to my 2014 Bears video blog. As you can see again, I'm not wearing my Bears jersey, just my Bears hat. Little hand injury made it so it's a little bit harder to change shirts and change into my Bears jersey for my blog. So until this hand heals, I'm going without the Bears jersey for a while. But keep my Bears hat on for my blogs. Unfortunately in this one, once again, another tough loss. We've lost 4 out of 5 since starting the season, 2-1. It's really making our chances for the playoffs dwindle very quickly. Luckily, the Packers' loss keeps us only 2 games back from them. But another win by the Lions, which turned out to be kind of a lucky win because they missed a field goal, but they got rewarded on a false start penalty because I kind of find it hard to believe that you get rewarded on a false start penalty. That actually happened in our game against New England, where we stopped them on 4th and goal at the 1, and a false start penalty allowed him to kick the field goal. But the Lions got another chance to kick a field goal in their game and won it, even though they missed the first one with the false start penalty. But that puts us 3 games back in the division with 8 to go. Not a good spot to be in, unfortunately. Making it very hard to come back, but we do get to play the Lions twice, and the Lions still have a little bit tougher schedule ahead of them than what we do. But we still got to play some tough games down the stretch. We play the Lions twice, the Packers once, and the Cowboys once. So those are 4 tough games that we're going to have to play a lot better than what we did in this one to win. But let's get to some of the numbers here in this one. First downs, New England beat us 32-27. Total yards, they beat us 487-384. Passing, 365-231. Rushing, we beat them 153-122. Turnovers, we turned the ball over twice. They didn't turn it over at all. Once again, we lost a turnover battle and the time of possession. We lost time of possession 32-43 to 27-17. Losing both turnover battle and the time of possession battle is going to lose you a lot of games. You generally don't win in cases like that. This one, the defense just let us down. I know a lot of people out there are going to be questioning Jay Cutler again because he threw an interception and lost a fumble. But in my opinion, the fumble shouldn't have been lost in the first place. The play should have been blown dead with the quarterback in the grass and forward progress stopped. The interception was just a Hail Mary at the end of the half trying to get us some points on the board. Let's go to the individual stats here. Passing, Cutler 20 of 30 for 227, 3 touchdowns and a pick, a 108.6 rating. Tom Brady, and this is what really killed us. We allowed Tom Brady to complete 30 of 35 passes for 354, 5 touchdowns and no picks. Just way too much. I mean, we left Gronkowski on a safety, and Gronkowski won that battle tremendously. So that killed us. Over to the rushing side of the ball. On our side, Matt Forte, 19 carries, 114 yards. Kadeem Carey, 6 carries for 33 yards. Cutler had 1 for 6. On their side, Jonas Gray, 17 carries for 86 yards. Shane Vereen, 5 carries for 22 yards. White, 6 carries for 17. Tom Brady, 2 for 0. Garoppolo, 1 for -1. Wright, 1 for -2. Receiving-wise, Rob Gronkowski, 9 receptions, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We just were not able to stop him at all. Same with Brandon LaFell, 11 receptions for 124 yards and a touchdown. Wright, 7 receptions for 61 yards and a touchdown. Vereen had 3 for 23. Edelman only had 1 for 14. Amendola had 2 for 5. On our side of the ball, Martellus Bennett led us in receiving with 6 receptions for 95 yards and a touchdown. Jeffrey had 5 receptions for 59 yards and a touchdown. Forte, 6 receptions for 54 yards and a touchdown. Brandon Marshall, 3 receptions for 35 yards. Rosario, 1 reception for 6 yards. Defensive side of the ball, Collins, for them, 11 tackles, 6 solo. Hightower, 10 tackles, 4 solo, half a sack. Ayers, 5 tackles, 1 sack. 2 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Rivas, 4 tackles, 4 solo, 2 pass deflections. Our side of the ball, leading tacklers, DJ Williams, 10 tackles, 2 solo. Christian Jones, 10 tackles, 2 solo, 1 pass deflection. Ryan Monday, 9 tackles, 2 solo. Chris Conti, 8 tackles, 5 solo. McClellan, 7 tackles, 2 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Ratliff, 7 tackles. Luis Gian, 5 tackles, 3 solo. Jared Allen, 5 tackles, 1 solo. Lamar Houston, 4 tackles, 3 solo, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and a QB hit. Unfortunately, we lose him for the season, celebrating the sack, jumping up in the air, tearing his ACL. That seems like a common theme in the NFL. You know, you'd think these 350-pound defensive linemen would stop jumping up in the air to celebrate a sack because they come down and tear their ACL, but we've lost him for the season. Unfortunately. Overall, a poor game from our defense in this one, allowing 51 points and allowing 487 total yards. Can't have that happen at all. Just defense did not play well at all. This in no way, shape, or form was the offense's fault. Yeah, the offense didn't get going in the first half at all, but the offense wasn't the story here. It was the poor defense. You give up 51 points, you're not going to win a lot of games. You can't expect your offense to put up 51 points to try to win. Now, granted, they didn't give up 51. The one was the fumble return for a touchdown the offense gave up, but like I said, that needs to be taken out of the equation anyway because that shouldn't even have been a fumble. Play should have been blown dead. The refs dropped the ball on that one, but that is the way it is. You got to live with it, but either way, we didn't play well enough to win this game. Move now on to my Monster of the Midway segment. On offense, I'm going to give my Monster of the Midway to Martellus Bennett. 6 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown, with an honorable mention going to Matt Forte. 19 receptions for 114 yards, 19 carries for 114 yards, added 6 receptions for 54 yards, and a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, really not anybody too deserving of it. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lamar Houston. 4 tackles, 3 solo, had a sack on Brady, but just a poor game. We go into the bye week 3-5. Not a good way to go into the bye week, but maybe with a week off we can get things fixed, get things turned around, and come out of the bye week and have a good run down the stretch and maybe make a playoff run. I don't like our odds. Things look very dismal right now, but I've seen it done before where teams have come back, and Bears certainly have the talent on the team to come back. So also this bye week will allow a few players that were banged up, that like Lance Briggs and John Bostic, to get healthy and come back. Also, we look forward to getting maybe Marquez Wilson back. He's been injured since the preseason, was on IR with a designation to return, so hopefully we'll get him back after the bye week, and that'll help us out a little bit there. There won't be a blog this week because we have a bye week, so not this coming Friday, but look the Friday after. The Friday before our game against Green Bay. Look for my game preview for that one. Till then, go Bears, bear down.